Thank you, Mr. Speaker, and I thank colleagues for the opportunity to pay my respects today. In particular, I thank the member for Campbelltown for bringing this motion to the Parliament, and I thank my colleagues who have served their great nation for their service. I served in the Royal Australian Air Force, and I'm proud to say that my son is currently in the Royal Australian Navy. Today, on the 11th of November, we gather to observe Remembrance Day, a day of reflection, respect and gratitude. And at the 11th hour of the 11th day of the 11th month, we paused for 1 minute silence. And this tradition began after the end of the First World War, when the guns fell silent in 1918. Since then, this moment has become a time for us to remember the men and women who have served, suffered and sacrificed in wars, conflicts and peacekeeping missions around the world. Remembrance Day is important in Australia because it connects us to our history. More than 102,000 Australian service personnel have lost their lives in the defence of our nation and in missions far beyond our shores. They were farmers, teachers, tradespeople, students, sons, daughters, friends, politicians and family, and they had hopes and dreams just like us, but they put their lives on the line to protect others and help shape a safer and fairer world. This day also teaches us valuable lessons. It reminds us that while courage and duty are noble, war always comes at a great cost. Lives are lost, families are changed forever, and communities feel the absence of those who never returned home. And by reflecting on this, we learn the importance of compassion, understanding, and striving for peace. In schools, workplaces, communities and at memorials across the country, we paused together. That shared moment of silence is powerful. It tells us that even in a fast-moving, busy world, we can still stop to remember. We can still honour those who came before us. We can still acknowledge the sacrifices made on our behalf. So for today, as we stand together, let us reflect on the service and sacrifice of those who gave everything. And we acknowledge those who continue to serve today, as well as their families who support them. And let us commit ourselves to building a future where peace is valued and protected. I thank the RSL for their work in supporting many of the commemorative services across the nation and here in New South Wales, and in particular in the northwest of the state. The 2025 RSL New South Wales Annual State Congress was recently held in Tamworth in middle of October, bringing hundreds of members together to discuss the future direction of the charity and key issues facing our veterans and their families. Tamworth was selected to host the RSL Congress for 3 consecutive years, which a decision that directly reflects the significant membership growth in the New England region. Her Excellency, the Honourable Margaret Beasley, ACKC, Governor of New South Wales and patron of RSL New South Wales, officially opened the event. Hundreds of RSL New South Wales members and delegates from across the state participated. Discussions focused on shaping the League's future, strengthening support for current and former Australian Defence Force personnel, and addressing the findings and recommendations of the Royal Commission into Defence. There were a number of awards, and the one that I would like to highlight was for Mrs. Sharon Lampkin. Mrs. Sandra Lampkin from the Tamworth RSL sub-branch, who was among the recipients of the Meritorious Service Medal, the highest honour for a serving member of the RSL, in recognition of her outstanding contributions, and we congratulate Sandra for her service. The event served as a vital forum for setting the direction of RSL New South Wales, with a focus on sustainable and an impactful future, improved governance and enhancing wellbeing services, such as the Veterans and Families Wellbeing Hubs being set up across the state. And there is one planned for Tamworth. I look forward to progressing this very important project. Thank you again to those who have served and are serving. We will be forever in your debt, lest we forget.